Yo, Internet, how's it going? Do you know what the craziest thing that has happened to me this week? I've been talking, so like I've been looking like into this accessibility thing and people talking about difficulty in video games such as Sekiro and whatnot. And I've stumbled upon this thing from Cory Balrog, you know, the guy like who basically went on to create God of War 4, right? And people were talking about this accessibility thing, you know, basically adding in functions for people who have disabilities who basically like either that they're blind, they can't, or like that they can't see too well, or they got a color blindness problems, right? And Cory Balrog, I'm not necessarily sure of his background, but he went on to say that accessibility has never and will never be be a compromise to my vision, which I'm guessing that he's saying that saying that it won't help his vision, or at the very least it won't help him see the game any clearer than what it is, you know, because that's kind of the only thing that I got going on there with me. And I do know that there are some players, namely guys who play Street Fighter. I mean, like there's one guy who's blind and whatnot. He can play like at a very high level using only his ears and whatnot. And then there's another player that I know. His name is Broly Legs, and he plays Street Fighter. Or at least like I haven't looked up on. Or I haven't looked him up in a while, but he did play Street Fighter 4 a lot and was a high level player, you know. So again, you know, if this is just talking about the eyes and whatnot, I'm assuming that it's just a color thing, or it might be a font thing. I can only guess, but you know, I guess I just have to take that into consideration. But you know. And in other news, we have Borderlands Game of the Year Edition is suffering from connection issues, and Gearbox is working on the situation because apparently they don't know what is going on. The only thing that they do know is that the connection, like players have been reporting, players have been reporting connection issues over the past couple of days that are currently playing the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One versions of the game the most. Now, I'm assuming that this is a PC only thing, but apparently they have issued some tickets to say, hey guys, got some problems, we'll look into it, and everything else, we're trying to get it fixed. They did present some workarounds, which were giving you access, giving the other person access to your router, your router settings via the web, or opening up ports to the 2900 or the 7777, and then that's a little workaround to kind of get you so that you can play games online until, you know, if they're basically finished, you know. And finally, we got one of the more interesting news articles that I got sent to me, or at the very least that I found on the internet, which is PlayStation 4's PlayStation 4 warning: core order jailbroken PlayStation 4 seller to pay a massive fine, which apparently is $1,600. Say $16,800. Sorry. Okay, this comes from a guy named Eric Styles who lives in California. Apparently, he opened up a business selling jailbroken PlayStation 4s, and when Sony got involved with it, you know what I mean, because of him creating these jailbroken PlayStations and filling them up, man, with a whole bunch of like stolen games. You know, like that, they kind of didn't take too lightly to that. They took them to court, and they put out a court order. Like we only know that they wanted the 16,000, but there is a possibility that Sony may seek the maximum recovery of $390,000 for statutory damages, but for the DMCA violations concerning the two modified consoles, as well as the 76 preloaded unauthorized games. You know, it's crazy to me is that this is something that criminals always do, and honestly, it's really annoying to me because it's like, listen, if you don't want to get caught, you shouldn't put your stuff up on the internet. And literally, the funniest thing to me is like that. Wait a second. There's a strong possibility that this might not have been found out if only he didn't make a website and was trying to sell these to people. You know, because they go on to say that he had a website, like they basically issuing, hey guys, I sell like I sell jailbroken PlayStation 4s and whatnot, and I could put a lot of games on them for you. Which again, on one hand is nice, but at the same time, it's like see, there's a reason why like that when people when they could jailbreak like PlayStation Vitas and whatnot, they never specifically sold them. Like they just gave you the information of saying, hey, like here's how you do it, and most likely if you do it, there's a possibility that you can break your system. Obviously, there wasn't really a store on the internet saying, hey guys, you want a jailbroken PlayStation? Come here and buy it for me. Well, there probably was, you know what I mean, like black market and whatnot, Craigslist. But still, it's like it wasn't like set up to the point to where that it's like, hey man, like here's my website, here's my information, come on and like let's so like give me the money directly. But either way, his website is offline now. He's taken to court. Hopefully he learned his lesson, which most likely he didn't. Catch you guys on the next John Graham Show. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'll see you next time. I'm out.